meditation, call prayer. Understanding gives us the ability. Me personally, I think meditation is positive circumstance on the outside. We can build it on the inside.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Hope you guys are feeling amazing. Happy Sunday. All right, so if you're seeing this, go ahead and like and share. Let me know that you are here. You know what state you're coming in from. All right, so I'm sending peace and blessings out to all of you guys. Positive vibes, vibes of abundance, healing, joy, peace, love. All right, sending all these vibes out to you guys right now. Hope you're accepting. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. All right, so Noah Gotzi here. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and follow me. Make sure you save this page, turn on your notifications so that you get notified every time that I post. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. 30 days of value. All right, so over these next 26 more days, I'm gonna be going live and just sharing some value with you guys, things that I've picked up along the way that have helped me start to see progress. Right, so obviously I'm not where I want to be. Okay, I'm not at my end goal, but I'm definitely have made progress. And there's some things that I've learned that I can share with y'all. Right, maybe the younger generation or even the older people. Right, if you're just now getting on your path of personal development a little later in life, which is cool. Right, we all are on different different journeys, different times where we finally get it right, right? And we start focusing on bettering ourselves, getting on this personal development path, right? So when I started to get on this personal development journey, I started looking up ways to become better, looking up people that were teaching about this. And I came across a multimillionaire who shared his routine with me. Okay, and I want to share it with y'all. And once I heard this routine and I started to follow it, right, I got rid of my old routine and I started to follow this new routine. I started to see different results. Okay. So I'm not saying that it's going to make you rich overnight. It all just depends on your belief, depends on your pace, your urgency, what you choose to do with your day, okay, on when you will accomplish your goal. So I can't really promise you that this routine is going to just make you rich overnight, but I can promise you that if you take on a new routine, you will start to get new results. Right? If you start focusing on what you are doing every single day and changing that, right, to things that are helping you become better or helping you fulfill your purpose, then you'll start to get new and better results. Okay. Our results are some of the little things that we are doing every single day. All right, I'm gonna say it again. The results that we are getting now are a sum of the things that we are doing every single day. Right? The routine that we are in. So if we want different results, we have to backtrack and look at what are we doing every single day? What habits are we forming? Okay. So a multimillionaire told me the first thing that he does when he wakes up is puts himself in a feeling of gratitude. Right. So he says sits up in his bed, closes his eyes, and just thanks God. Right. Starts to talk to God. So this gratitude, it can also be prayer. Right? It could be meditation, whatever. Right. Whatever you want to do. But God gets in puts himself in harmony, right? The multimillionaire that I got this routine from says that he puts himself in harmony. That's the first thing that he does. Gives thanks to the Most High. What this does is boost your vibration out the roof. Right? This is going to put you on a higher frequency starting off your day. right? It's going to, first off, when you wake up, you're in this alpha state, right? This is when your conscious mind is just coming awake, right? In the morning or at night, right? Right before you fall asleep. Your mind goes into this alpha state. And this is when you want to impress your mind, right? This is when it's the first chance for you to put the first impression on your mind, and it sets your day off in that direction. So the very first thing that you want to be thinking is just thanking God for another day, thanking God for everything that you have, right? Getting grateful and being aware that you have so much and that you're just grateful to still be alive and see another day. All right. Number two, second thing that this multimillionaire told me that he does is that, and then he goes into deep breathing. Okay, so in through your nose, out through your mouth, full breaths. He says he usually does this about 20 to 30 times, right? Somewhere around there is where you're going to start seeing or start feeling like a tingling sensation over yourself. Right, you may start to get a little lightheaded. You're just going to feel a little different, right, from taking in that oxygen and letting it go, because most likely you haven't been breathing right. Right? You've been taking short breaths or forgetting to breathe sometimes. So that puts your body in a flight or fright mode, and you want to be relaxed. Right, when we get to where we're trying to go, when we're in a state of abundance, peace, joy, you're going to be taking deep, full breaths. Right, you're going to be calm. The way to get yourself calm the fastest is by breathing fully in through your nose, out through your mouth, all the way. Okay, so this is the second thing that my mentor says he does. Gets that blood flowing, the oxygen going, and just feeling good, right? Taking deep, full breaths. Visualization. Okay, so the third thing that my multimillionaire mentor says that he does in the morning is he then goes into visualization and emotionalizing. All right, so the first part of this visualizing, he says that what you want to do is scan over your day. What do you want the end of your day to look like, right? What do you want to happen for your day, your week, your month, 3 years, 5 years from now, 20 years down the line, right? And you just want to just scan over this like a movie reel, right? And just imagine what you want to happen. Okay. Imagine what you want to happen. What do you want to see for yourself? So, in order to do this, right, first, you got to figure out what you want. Okay. You have to ask yourself, what do I want? Even if you've never thought about this, then it's something you seriously need to sit down and think about, because until you figure out what you want, you just be going in circles. Are you just waking up guessing on what to do, and you have no structure, you have no order? And that's not how God works. We serve a God of structure, a God of order, a God of systems, a God of harmony, steps, right? So if you're just waking up and you don't have any steps, you don't have a routine, you have no structure, no order to your life, that's not of God. Right? You're just going in circles. You're not going to get to where you need to go. You're not going to be where you need to be just by waking up on accident and just going through the motions with no end goal, right? No destination in mind. Okay. So you want to make sure that you know what you want, right? Before you start visualizing and emotionalizing, you need to sit down and figure out what you want out of life, right? What goals do you want set for yourself? What do you see yourself doing 3, 5, 10, 20 years down the line? Right? So visualization, right? Figure out what you want. Once you have that in mind, then you need to picture yourself actually doing that, right? Picture yourself on a perfect day. What would a perfect day after everything that you've accomplished, right? Everything that you desire has happened. What does a perfect day look like for you? And then you want to picture yourself there. Right? Picture yourself driving your dream car, or walking into your dream home, in your dream relationship, your dream family. Okay. Picture yourself actually there. Picture what are other people saying to you. If they're congratulating you, what conversations you guys are having. What's the smells? What do you see? Okay. Use as many senses as possible. Okay. Use as many senses as possible. Okay. So not only do you want to visualize, but you also want to feel it. Okay. You want to feel what has taken place already. All right. So what is the feeling that you have once this has taken place? All right. Once everything that you desire, you have it and it's come to pass. What is the feeling that you have? This is emotionalizing, right? So you're, most likely you're going to have joy. You're going to have a peace over you. You're going to be happy, rejoiceful, grateful. Right? That's the feelings that we will have. So that's the feelings that we need to feel right now. Right? Not feelings of anger or resentment or bitterness or jealousy, um, or worried about what other people are doing, or getting mad at customers or teammates because they're not doing what you want them to do. Right? You can't control any of that. We cannot control other people's motives or their intentions. We can't control when they take action. We can't control any of that, right? When people join or take their credit card out and pay for our digital product, we can't control that, right? So it makes no sense getting worked up about that stuff, right? I see this all the time, especially on Facebook. Marketers that get mad at teammates or their downline, or customers, or people that are inquiring about information, right, and not taking action. We can't get worked up over that stuff. Right? We have to be bigger than that. We have to vibrate higher than that. We can't control it, right? It's out of our control. But what we can control is our attitude and how we view the world, how we view other people, our feelings, our emotions, right? We can't control that. All right. So visualization plus emotionalizing, right? It's just not enough for you to just visualize what you want. You need to actually feel it. Feel as if it has happened already. Right. So after my millionaire mentor says he visualizes and emotionalizes. Okay. He says he then wakes up, walks over to the mirror. Okay. And he does mirror work. Okay. So what is mirror work? All right. So I don't know how to get this. There we go. All right. So what is mirror work? Mirror work is basically talking to yourself with conviction. Right? So some people call these affirmations. Okay? Basically, just affirming what you believe is going to happen for your life, what you believe you are. Okay. And these affirmations, they usually start with "I am." Okay. I am is what you're going to put before everything that you believe that you are, right? So if you believe you are getting stronger, you believe you are healthy, you believe you are successful, prosperous, you believe you are 100K a month earner, you would say, I am $100,000 per month earner. Okay, very key. And you look at yourself in the mirror, look at yourself in the eye, and you have to say it with conviction. Okay, very, very key about these affirmations. There's two different ways that you can say these affirmations, right? You can say it with no enthusiasm, no emotion, no energy, or you can say it with conviction, right? Say it with belief, say it with passion. And that's the way that you have to say these affirmations. Okay. So I would say these affirmations you need to repeat to yourself over and over again, right? At least 3 times per day. Repetition is the mother of skill. Okay. Repetition is the mother of belief. When you start to do things over and over and over and over again, right, this repetition of these affirmations are going to make you start to believe what you are saying. You don't believe me? Right? Think about when you first believed that your name was your name. How many times did it take for people to call you your name for you started to realize that's your name? Right? You probably don't remember. But I can tell you this, it was a lot. Right? People had to call you that name over and over and over again. After a while of you hearing that, of you saying that over and over to yourself, you start to believe that's your name. Okay. So affirmations. Walking over to the mirror, talking to yourself. You want to say it with conviction, and I would say you need to do this probably 3 times per day. What this is going to do is reprogram your subconscious mind. Right? So I usually say my affirmations when I wake up, throughout the day, probably like the midday, and then again before I go to sleep. All right. So after talking to yourself in the mirror, then my mentor says, then he goes into working out. All right. So big part of feeling good is looking good. All right. If you don't look good, most of the time you probably don't feel good. If you're not feeling good, then you're most of the time you're probably not eating right. You're not working out. So, in order to fix this, right? In order to make yourself feel better, right? You need to hit the gym. Hit the gym for at least 30 minutes to an hour, right? Even if you got to just walk, run, jog, take a hike, walk like out in nature, do some push-ups, sit-ups at home, whatever you want to do, right? Before you start hitting the gym. I know hitting the gym is kind of it's like it makes you nervous, right? Because you're going around other people that are already in shape. You feel like they're judging you. People are looking at you, right? So you might just want to start working out at home first, or wherever in your basement, or just get you a mat, grab some dumbbells, and yeah, just get on your floor, right, for a good 30 minutes to an hour. The whole thing about this, right? The whole point of it is you want to increase your heart rate, and we're trying to sweat out toxins. Okay. Resistance. Okay, so these are the main 3 things that we're trying to do when we work out. Okay, if you're not touching these 3 things, then not a good work. You should be increasing your heart rate. Okay, you want to get the heart rate going, whether it was some cardio or a hit routine, whatever you want to do. You want to make sure that you're sweating out toxins, right? Opening up your pores and putting resistance on your muscles. Okay. So make sure you're working out your arms, working out your legs, your core, your back. Okay. Working out your muscles, putting resistance on them. If you don't use it, then you're going to lose it. All right. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Right. So fellas, you're going to lose muscle mass if you don't start putting resistance on your arms. That's why you see some dudes with real skinny arms, right? They look like skeleton arms. It's because they're not using their arm muscles. After a while, if you're not putting resistance on that muscle, it's just going to deteriorate, right? And that deterioration is hard to build back. Once your muscles start deteriorating, it's hard to build that muscle mass back. Okay, so you don't want to go long terms, long periods of time without using certain muscles because they will start to go away, right? You see dudes with real skinny legs, right? My legs are still kind of skinny, but they're not as skinny as they used to be. But it was because I wasn't doing leg workouts. I was neglecting doing calf raises and walking and running, putting resistance on my leg muscles, right? So it was looking skinny. So you need to start putting resistance, right? If you don't use it, you will lose it. Number 6, hydrate. Okay, hydrate. Millionaire Mentor says then he goes into hydrating, and what you want to do, make sure you're getting at least 8 cups of high hydrogen water. Okay, this is high quality water. All right, you want to make sure that you're doing this on a daily, especially for my marketers out there. I know how we get in our little zones and we forget to drink water, we forget to hydrate. Okay, so you want to also make sure you're taking your vitamins, your greens, your reds, okay, fruits, and veggies. All right, so this is going to also keep you hydrated. Make sure you're getting your vitamins in, daily vitamins. Get your greens and reds from fruits and vegetables, right? This is going to also hydrate you, right? A lot of fruits hydrate you anyways better than water, right? Fruits like watermelon, cucumber, celery, things like that, right? Are actually going to hydrate you better than drinking water. All right, so make sure that you are taking time to hydrate throughout the day. All right, so the last thing that my multimillionaire says that he does what he loves. Okay, what you want to do is find something that you love to do and work on that for 8 hours plus, right, per day, and get paid for it. Now, for me, I don't have to work 8 hours per day. Right, my work day is really like a 2 hour work day at the max, right? Because all I have to do is make sure that I'm putting out my ads and making my posts, making sure my email marketing is working and going out to my leads, right? So that doesn't take me nothing but an hour to 2 hours per day. I could work on it more, right? But my multimillionaire says after he hydrates, then he goes into doing what he loves for at least 8 hours plus, and he doesn't feel like what he does is work, right? So for me, I found something that I love. It's digital marketing, trading Forex, right? Making money from my phone and showing other people how to do that. Uh, Motivating people, inspiring people. Like that's just what I love to do. Right. So I found something that I love to do and I'm getting paid for it. Okay. So that's what you want to do for basically the rest of your day, right? Until ready to go to bed and start that routine all back over. Okay. So how do you find out what you love to do? So you basically just got to just try different things. Try different things online. Maybe you like e-commerce. Maybe you like real estate. Maybe you like digital marketing or whatever, right? But you got to try different things, especially while you're young. Just try as much things as you can, and then figure out out of all those things, what did you like the most, right? And that's probably what you love to do, or what are you naturally talented at? It's probably something that you love to do, right? So figure out what that is, and figure out a way to get paid for it. Right. So this is the multimillionaire routine. This is the routine that I got from my multimillionaire, and now I'm passing it to you. You can choose to do what you want, right? You can keep doing your routine. That's fine. See where it's gotten you, or you can try to switch it up and do something new and see where this routine gets you. Okay. Why not? You've tried everything else. So yeah, it doesn't hurt but to try, right? Give it 21 days, right? Trying this. If you don't see any change for the positive or any change, like any progress, you can go back to your old routine, right? That's the good thing about routines. If you change the routine, you can always go back to that routine if your new routine doesn't work. All right. So, know what got you here, Mr. Laptop Lifestyle. If you didn't know, now you know what I'm trying to do is grow. Like I always say, make the rest of it the best of it. I'll meet you at the top. Because that bottom is way too crowded.